Listen up, you blundering fools. It's time for the Cracktastic Plastic Podcast. Get all the toy talk your evil hearts could desire from these nincompoops. Jason, Corey, Elgin, and Spoody.
Yo, Joe, and welcome to the Cracktastic Plastic Podcast, where a punk rock band of brothers get together to talk about one of our shared loves, toy collecting. We're here to talk about and celebrate how these little colorful pieces of plastic could transform you into a kid again. If this is your first time listening or watching on YouTube, thank you so much.
Don't look at him.
I'm not gonna. There's so many things out there in the world to give your attention to, and we really appreciate you giving a little to us. So thanks for tuning in. We really appreciate it. We'll also let you know, as soon as Corey talks, that we are not experts on anything. We are just toy enthusiasts. We just like talking toys. Mm-hmm. So let's introduce the band, your fellow podcast co-hosts. On lead vocals and rhythm guitar, he's our real American hero, the Giggler. It's Corey Canny.
That's French Giggler.
Oh.
Ooh la la.
On vocals and lead guitar and a true master of the universe, he's the quiet one, Elgin Arney.
Ich bin Elgin. Ich habe dich Macht. That's German for you all.
Next up on the bass guitar, he's more than meets the eye. He's our Transformers guy. It's Spoody. Yep.
Yep, that's it.
And on drums, it's me. I'm Jason. I'm here to talk about my love of Transformers and all things awesome. And guess what? Taking time out of his busy day as the curator and general manager of Brandon's Toy Museum from right here in Ottumwa, Iowa, it's Brandon Ellingson. What's up, man?
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me.
Do we need to call the police?
Call the police.
Oh,
straight.
gosh. There's something for the video.
Scheiße, mein Hosen.
Be sure to watch the video
Yeah.
for all the funnies.
Brandon, welcome. We're so glad you're here.
Thank you.
Please tell the listeners and watchers about yourself and about your toy collection.
My toy collection. Sweet. I've been collecting toys for about 30 years.
In a row?
30 years in a row, yeah.
Wow.
It's a record, I
Yeah,
think.
it's pretty good. I work retail, and hot toys are just my hobby. I open everything I have, and I throw away all the packages.
How does he do it?
Like some people. But I,
that mean?
just enjoy collecting toys, and it's just kind of a hobby and a passion of mine.
Yeah. I've been to the museum.
Yeah.
But
I need to go and check it out.
You guys
what-
should stop by sometime. Yeah.
You want to go now?
Let's
Yeah,
go.
now.
All right, good night, everybody.
Bye, guys.
We're gonna.
back.
well, what kind of toys do you collect?
I collect anything from DC, Marvel, Masters Universe, some Transformers, a lot of movie-related stuff. I have a Star Wars room. Yeah.
I was really just setting you up to name all the toys.
Name all of them.
Yeah.
Because I think you have at least one of everything.
One of everything. I try. Yeah. That's kind of the bad part. I kind of don't specify on one area. I kind of do everything I like. So
Yeah.
yeah,
It's pretty cool that way.
Kind of something for everybody is what I try to do. Yeah.
Awesome.
I'll be over to get something then.
Get some,
It's a
stop
museum.
over.
It's
Yeah.
not nothing's
Oh.
for sale.
Yeah,
No,
it's
but he
for
said
sale.
something for everybody. I'm just going
Oh.
to take it.
Yeah, I have pens for everybody.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You do have
I
pens.
do have pens.
I
yeah.
showed mine off a few episodes
That's
ago.
right.
Oh, you
Yeah.
did? Sweet.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool.
Well, I just have to mention it again because it's so awesome. We have a new sponsor. That's right. Just when you thought there wasn't a company out there that could keep up with the biggest and baddest toy podcast in the business, look no further. That's right. We're super proud to announce we've partnered with BigBadToyStore.com. That's right. BBTS and Cracktastic Plastic together at last. It's super easy. Next time you want to visit BBTS, just use our affiliate link. That's bbts.cracktasticplastic.com. Wow, that seems so simple, right?
Very easy.
And it takes you right to the same Big Bad Toy Store you know and love. It's pretty easy. But it helps a lot. It lets them know that we sent you there. So once again, edit those bookmarks to bbts.cracktasticplastic.com.
Please. They might give us more free stuff. It doesn't help you at all, but it helps us a lot.
It's fun.
Hello. Do you want to play a game?
Damn it.
Excuse me. What I'm trying to say is, on today's episode, we're going to play a fun little game where I name a franchise and you have to choose only one. You have to pick. You have to decide what you can live with or without.
Do we all get to pick one for you?
I'll pick two. But would you rather watch the cartoon or play with the toys? The choice will be yours. This is not going to be easy, but it's going to be a lot of fun. We're also going to visit a toy store where there's bricks and mortars. And, Elgin went to it on his recent tour, and I can't wait for you guys to hear all about it because it might not be positive.
Oh.
That's a
Wait,
change,
is
right?
Is this that Lord of the Rings specific one
wait.
that you went to called Bricks and Mordor?
I wish I went to that.
That would be better.
You can follow us
It
on
probably would have been.
It's a good name.
You can follow us on Twitter at Cracktastic Pod and on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and now Patreon at Cracktastic Plastic. But all those things can be found, as well as our fun affiliate link at cracktasticplastic.com. While you're surfing the interwebs, be sure to stop by our sponsor, toyhacks.com, for all your repro label needs. They have an armory where you can get some toy-accurate 3D printed weaponry for your toys. And, the stickers.
Stickers.
So many stickers.
Rainbow Bright, My Little Pony, anything,
Yeah.
really.
But,
Lots of sparkles.
hey, get ready.
Okay. Okay.
But right now, let's talk about those toys we picked up lately in a segment we call Thrill of the Hunt. You're a jerk.
Listen up, you fools! If anyone knows more about searching for the most unique items in the world, it's me, Cobra Commander. In my reign as Cobra's leader, I have acquired countless items, but those meddling Joes have foiled my attempt at worldwide domination over and over again. But it's the thrill of the hunt that fuels my superb rule of Cobra. Pay attention to my loyal subordinates as they tell you of their latest exploits and acquisitions. It's the thrill of the hunt, Cobra!
All right, hotcakes, let's see what you got over there.
It's a Sky Striker.
Shocking.
Which
I don't
one?
know.
Do you have
It's,
them numbered
one of-
in your
it's-
fleet?
It's one of the several. I don't know.
One of
I
many.
just that one's my nicest one, and the only reason I brought it is because I finally got a nice ace to sit in the driver's seat. And
So don't drop it, showing it to the
I'm
camera.
trying really hard.
So there's that. It's Mobat. Both of these things I got at A to Z Toys in
Turn
Cedar
into
Rapids.
In
Megatron?
Cedar Rapids.
Did I say Des Moines?
No.
Oh, did I?
He just
Cedar
didn't say
Rapids.
the-
Just said
I
Daisy
okay.
Toys.
He's filling in the
Brandon
blanks
jumped
for
right
you.
in there. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Mobat. The Mauler's better, but that was the first.
Is this battery operated?
Yes,
It
it
feels
is.
like, yeah.
So if you grab the very top little gun turret, the tiny gun turret, if you push that forward and back, that activates like push it with like. There you go. Yeah, that activates the forward and reverse motion.
Neat.
Cool.
It doesn't work, and I haven't taken it apart to fix it yet, but I'm sure I probably can because I'm smart enough to do that.
Should do a
Uh,
video
you're d-
about doing that then.
Maybe I will.
Is this new to you? Oh, you got it at A to Z.
I got it A to Z. It's just something that I don't think I've ever brought before.
No, I haven't
I
seen
may
it.
have broken
nice.
this already. I got it. Never mind. That's fine.
Here's my relatively nice Spirit.
Oh, I just
Um,
saw the classified one of him today.
Yeah, and he has his little freedom with his feet. Look, see, Freedom's got his feet. That's kind of a hard thing to find because they're all broken. I don't know. I got a bunch of crap here, but I won't pass it all around because who cares?
Aw, we do.
There's like
Show us the
there's
good
like
stuff.
15 figures. Here's a good
Yeah,
one.
that might be too many.
Here's a good one. This is a quick kick
Hiya!
from Brazil.
I thought it was Kia.
Oh, yeah.
Kia?
Quick kick from Brazil. Quiche kick.
Quiche? I think that's breakfast.
But he's still technically sealed because this is just the way they came. And
Mail
if you
away?
look at the he's a Brazil mail away. I guess I don't know. I don't
From
know
Brazil?
a lot.
The
Yeah,
Karate
he's from
Kid.
Brazil. It says made in Brazil on the back. I don't know if it's Estrella or if it's a different knockoff from Brazil. I think it's Estrella, but about 10 years ago they were selling real cheap. You see the tag on the top of it that says 3 for $1. I think I paid $10 for it on Facebook from someone who probably bought the whole stack of them at 3 for $1. He had about 20 of them for sale.
Dang.
And so I've never opened him because I can't really see any reason to.
Well, let's try it.
Yeah, go ahead.
I open everything I see.
Yeah, and I mean that's just a plastic bag.
Yeah.
You can throw it away.
Put that away.
Let's see. This is a kit bash. That's Flint with Tunnel Rat's pants to make him all black instead of green pants.
Looks cool.
I think he looks better like that because his brown boots match his brown gloves, and he always seemed like the type to me that would accessorize.
Probably. I mean, with that hat, why not?
Yeah. Why wouldn't you?
With that beret.
That's stealth Flint.
Let's see.
Still.
I don't know. I think I've brought most of the stuff before. There's just some like kit bash ones in here that I put together. Like here's a rock and roll version 3 or something with rock and roll's head and chest, and then Dial Tone's arms and Stalker's pants.
He's got
And
poop
it's
on his pants.
Just because I had a bunch of crap laying around, and I used some of those other parts for other things. And I also thought that rock and roll's arms were really stupid because they were like disproportionately muscly to the rest of his body. So I traded them for skinny arms that match.
Mm-hmm.
Spends a lot on arm day.
Yeah,
Too much time.
I don't know. There's a lot more stuff, but you guys can go. I will.
And he left.
Oh, and then I got
He's
books.
back.
He's back.
I got
Those
books
bugs.
from Brandy.
Yes.
I got a couple of G.I. Joe books. If we have time later, there will be an excerpt.
Story time.
A
Find
reading.
your fate.
Choose your own adventure.
Very coul. Very cool.
Very, very
Operation
nice.
Robot
is cool.
Assassin Territory.
All right, Elgin. We know you bring piles.
Yep.
Let's see it.
I just got back from family vacation. Went to drove through 12 different states and over 4,000 miles.
That's a lot.
In 10 days. But yeah, so I didn't really have a lot of time to go out to.
He's like, we went on tour. He's like, that ain't good enough.
Yeah,
I can do better.
I could drive more than that. But it was mainly a family
Yeah.
vacation. So when we did have some time, I was able to go out and look at some stuff. I got this 2-pack. This is a San Diego Comic-Con from 2016. The Loyal Subjects. I have quite a few of these. They used to have them at Walmart, but now they're non-existent. Seems like. This was in Salem, Massachusetts. There was a place called the Witch Mall, which had lots of different stores in it. And this was like a silver something. I tagged it in Instagram. If you want to go back and look at the Instagram posts of it, it's like a comic and toy shop. There's something bug coming after me, but this is Man-at-Arms and Stratos, regular Stratos, not late night Stratos. So it's a 2-pack of these little subjects. I probably won't open this because it looks really good in the package. Plus, it's a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. They had $30 on it, and I was like, "Well, would you do 20 with cash?" Because that's how I roll. That's how I roll. And they're like, "Yeah." So I got it for 20, which is pretty much what they should be because they're like $10 figures. So there's that. I guess passing it not
Yes.
to Jason.
I'm ready. Oh,
Um,
yeah.
So yeah, and I think I have Stratos. I haven't checked. I need to check my pile of stuff. One of my totes sits in there.
Nice that you're finally getting to the point where you don't remember what you have.
I know. I'm pretty sure I don't have Man-at-Arms. And I
love his little face with that stash. It's
yeah,
making a little
classic
mug.
Man-at-Arms
Cleft chin there.
mustache, molest stash, whatever you wanna call it. Cookie duster, tickler, whatever. Then I was over at Logan, Ohio, at the Walmart there. We were staying there because we were going to a park, Hocking Hills State Park. And in the Walmart they had a Horde Trooper Funko Pop, which completes the back, the cross cell on the back is all of those, and I have all those. And this was the last one I needed.
I love that. It's important. To
It is.
you.
It is important because I'm a completionist, which we've talked about before. But yeah, so it was. They had a bunch of them. Like I was telling Jason earlier, I was like, I probably should have bought more of them, but I didn't. So
Troop build.
yeah, they were at Walmart there. They didn't have any. They were doing a reset there as well, like most WalMarts are doing right now.
It's cool looking.
But yeah, I could have bought that at our Cracktastic Plasticon, not this last one, but the one before it, when the Pop City was there, whatever. They had all those pops. I don't remember the vendor's name, but they had one there, and I was like, "I'll come back and get it," and then it was gone, of course. So
Brandon's already got it, so he doesn't care to look at yours.
I didn't need to look at it.
yeah, that's all right.
Okay, wait, yours is in the box, so.
It won't be.
The
for
longer
very
he holds
long.
on to it, the less it's going to be in the box.
Yeah, it won't be for very long. I'll do a post of it and then take it out and then do stuff. At our own Cracktastic Plastic Con, last July 30th. Got a bunch of stuff there. I got this. Brandy gave me this sticker that says "Hey Mon" instead of He-Man because he's Rastafarian. I guess. And then I picked up a couple. A couple things from Chad Foster, who runs his own shop up in Brooklyn, Iowa. Brooklyn, Iowa. I got this the Zodax Black gun, like that I can use for Wondar now. 'Cause I have the Mattel Creations exclusive humble brag of that. So I can have that.
did it.
And then I also got these parts that I'm going to repaint. This is a land shark that I'm going to repaint as a war whale because I have the top of it at home. That
Nice.
Jake Book, the extra one that I got from Jake Book.
Nice.
So
You know, I have a video on our Cracktastic Plastic page that has tips and tricks on how to paint this kind of stuff.
I should probably watch that video.
I was.
And then, but yeah, I'm going to repaint this one and then have it for like a. The war whale came out with the 2000X line, and it looks like a whale, but I have a land shark. This is a vintage. It came with the gun. It came with pretty much everything except the skull, I guess, if you want to think of it, the top part, which I already had. So just gonna
Do
repaint it.
you know the name of his shop in Brooklyn?
I can't remember it now.
It was master related.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
It's like Grayskull Toys.
I could look it up.
Anyway, it's
on
Chad
my-
Foster.
Yeah,
Just look him
yeah.
up on Facebook and you'll
Okay.
find his store.
Gifts. Greystone gifts.
I mean,
Yeah.
Brooklyn's not that far from me.
Yeah,
It's not that far
he
from
usually
you
does
either.
like sales. He does sales and stuff.
Oh, wait. You
it's-
don't live in What Cheer anymore.
Mm-mm.
No, it's near where my parents live.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I got that. I also picked up this Stegosaurus, which is an Imperial Toys from '85, made in Hong Kong. I have quite a few of these Imperial Toys. It's a kind of an orangish, yellowish color. I got this at the corner store. I was actually walking out and spotted it. I was like, I'm pretty sure that's Imperial Toys. Flipped it over on his belly. It says it there on the marking there.
Yeah,
So
those things are like.
I got it for like $5.
Yeah, they're
$6.
They're starting to like catch some coin now.
Yeah.
This one's a little harder to ride.
Yeah, a little bit, but you'll go along with my other guys that I have.
You just put a harness on him and like a leash.
I could.
Yeah.
I'd definitely do that.
Pet Stego.
Awesome.
And then when I saw an email while I was on vacation, they're like, "Oh, you're getting a package delivered." And I was like, "Great!" And I'm gonna get it.
I'm not there.
I'm not even there to receive it. And that package was the Mattel exclusive Koldar that came out. Actually, they shipped it on Monday, the day I left, and I think it arrived like on Friday, and I still wasn't coming home till the next Wednesday. So I had someone bring it into the house so it wouldn't be left out on the porch and stolen.
Yeah.
But there he is. That's Koldar. He was in one episode in the Filmation series called Double Trouble, where he's a heroic figure, but
Viking.
yeah, sure. he's a friend of He-Man, and he ended up getting tricked by Skeletor, of course. And there was like a magic mirror involved, and it was basically like an evil clone of him was created. And then there was like because Skeletor's evil, a good version of Skeletor was created also, and then that good Skeletor went to like warn everybody, and they're like, oh, if they're like their reasoning was real Skeletor would never warn us, so we must trust this other Skeletor.
Does the helmet come off before he pulls
It does
off?
not come off.
Stop pulling on it,
So
Corey.
stop pulling on it. This is the mailer box. It came in another box, but it also came with this mailer box with the artwork by Frizzetti, which has been on all the rest of these. Here's
Pretty.
the card art and mini comic. So it came with a new mini comic, Renegade Raid, and then it also come with this great card art back,
Ooh,
which pretty much all of the Mattel Creations exclusive have come with this full artwork in the back.
That's pretty, man.
And then there's the comic, which I thought was like Thanos in the corner, but that can't be.
No.
But yeah, that was waiting for me, so I did a quick video today, actually, that I'm going to try to post later, not on a Motu Monday, but like on a off day, because on Motu Mondays, I'm supposed to be doing the CGI stuff to finish up those figures that I still need to unpack and everything. But yeah, that's all I had,
That's it.
which was quite a bit. It seemed like
Don't throw that away, Brandon.
right in the trash.
Yeah. Don't unpunch it.
You would.
All right, Spoonimus Prime. You got a lot of blue stuff going on over there.
Yeah. Da ba dee da ba da.
I knew
Yeah.
that was
I got things
Like what
and
things?
stuff.
Oh, the stuff.
Well, we went to Jay's this last weekend.
Son of a-
Nice.
Yeah, we did.
Haha. I got more crap that I don't have.
I know, I
up
forgot
here,
stuff
but,
too.
Yeah. I got this this little guy. His name is Spark Stalker. He doesn't actually spark anymore, but
Boo.
most
Throw
of
it
them
away.
don't.
Lost his spark.
Yeah.
It's a Firecon.
Firecon.
He's shinier than mine.
Ha.
Is this vintage?
Yes.
From
G1.
G1.
And then I got a Duocon Battle Trap. So there's two of them. Neither one of them turn into a full robot, so they have to be together.
Throw it away.
And the bad Decepticon sticker makes him look like he's a knockoff, but I think that's actually the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, that does look wrong on
Yeah.
it.
And then I got a roll bar Throttlebot, who will not be participating in a
What?
roller derby.
What are
Oh,
you
yeah, you
talking
will
about?
right now.
Demolition Derby.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know
Check
what you're talking
YouTube for
about.
that video.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sons of bitches. And then I got a tracks from the one line with, I never remember.
Generations. Universe.
Universe.
Yep.
I might. I don't know if I have him already.
He's
Oh.
right there. Ah, made you.
Ah,
That's a
so
different
many.
one. I don't remember what year this guy was. So I was given a couple Transformers.
Oh, that's the best present.
Yeah.
Mhm.
One of them. So this is the Marvel crossover Hulk, who's pretty awesome.
It's Chunky Monkey.
He is chunky. He turns into like a little tank kind of thing. If you can't tell with the treads for arms.
So then he can throw himself, since he tends to throw tanks.
Yes.
Yes.
And then I got a 2003 reissue Soundwave with Laserbeak.
In pretty good shape.
In like very, very good shape.
Minty fresh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Did you have a G1?
I
It's
do
your,
not.
It's your first
So
Soundwave.
that's my first Soundwave.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Look at that chrome, man.
Shiny.
Bling.
Shiny boy.
Turn it up. I can't hear him.
So the original has more die cast on him, like his leg bits are
Yeah, I
die
forgot
cast
that
on the original.
Oh, yeah.
But he's,
Way
he's much
different.
lighter.
Way different.
He has a clip, so you can like put him on your belt.
Mm-hmm.
And so the gun and his shoulder cannon actually go in, like it opens up. That's where
Batteries.
Laserbeak's weapons are right now
Hmm.
while he's in there.
Sweet.
God, I
Yeah,
love this
nice.
toy, man.
It's a great toy.
So
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
So
It's too
useful on
bad.
the battlefield too. Like
It's too bad the extension piece for his gun doesn't actually fit in with the batteries.
Yeah.
But,
That's all right.
and then Corey breaks it.
Aren't his arms supposed to bend this way?
Ah.
Up. Bend them up.
And then it's over there somewhere. I got like the giant Optimus Prime pop.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Got a whole pile over there.
No, I don't buy pups.
Nope. But it
That's-
was a good deal.
That's actually the first pup I bought for myself.
How
But it's
much did
Optimus.
you get for it?
It was $25, which
For a
was
10-inch?
for a 10-inch.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good.
It's no $10
Sure.
pop.
Yeah.
That giant trap jaw back there.
Yeah, it could have been cheaper, but
Yeah.
it
But
could have
it
been
wasn't.
a lot more expensive too.
Yeah. Don't let the 1997 throw you off. It was still 50% off.
All right, let's go to our special guest, Brandon.
Oh.
What have you picked up lately?
Bought some good stuff today.
Yeah, what'd you bring us to give?
This is just
us?
stuff you found today.
Today
Oh.
on lunch,
Oh,
He's
yeah,
still
I
in the
saw
box.
just happened to find the new Supermobile
At Walmart.
Oh.
at
At
Walmart.
ours?
I
They
saw
had,
it.
they had a whole shipper.
I saw
out,
it there. Yeah. I
Um,
sent a picture to Jason.
They had
yeah.
him, and they had the Green
Oh,
Lantern, which
yeah.
I didn't know was in the series because he's never been on the back before.
Yeah, he wasn't
so
in the cross sell of the first three.
Yeah, no,
but then
so-
I've seen them on Instagram. People
picked up both of
popping
those
up.
today. That's why they're not opened yet because I just got them. So
Right.
They'll be open later.
oh, so beautiful.
They
That
had
was,
they had
Why
Why
Batmans
does
there, too.
Superman need a vehicle?
Supermobile, that was Jason's worst toy list, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Jason Zaborn.
Yeah, Jay's B.
Because Superman.
I brought these guys for you guys because I know they're the Masters of the Universe, but they're real cheesy. I got them on clearance, so I had to buy them. But
That's why I bought that other one. Over
they're
there.
kind of neat.
The Skeletor is still pretty cool.
Yeah, they're good
Yeah.
and old, but they're just
Yep.
wasn't real excited about
I
this.
think my son has this one, the Skeletor.
Yeah, it's cool. This Jon Stewart comes with an accessory where the
The other
first
ones
three
don't,
don't.
no.
I mean, unless you count the capes or something.
I do have
but-
to say the figures are much better left on the card than open. I was kind of disappointed once I opened them, but
God, how can you throw that beautiful packaging away?
I bought two.
Crazy. Okay, there it is. There it is. Oh, hey,
Yeah,
Skeletor.
that packaging is really cool.
I did bring the new classic Storm Shadow.
Oh,
So
That's
I
cool.
have that one.
Is this version of Skeletor after Orko died and Skeletor stole his hat?
No.
Okay.
Oh, they shop at the same store.
Yeah.
Oh, you got Spirit too.
I brought Spirit
we got
along.
Spirit. Yes, we do. We got Spirit. How about you?
There's, Freedom too goes with
These
that.
are so
I
much
haven't-
better than the originals.
I know.
I know.
Yeah, why aren't you buying these?
I haven't
I
played
don't
with it
know
classified.
because I hate them. I don't know. I don't know.
These are. I
Have
mean,
you-
in scale with Masterverse, I should be buying these things.
You should, yeah.
Spirit's backpack fell off.
Oh, no.
If you need the backpack.
I
haven't.
did see the Croc Master out. They have it at
I did-
Walmart now
I know.
for freaking
Yeah.
$42.
I have
Yeah.
the Crockmaster right
Yeah,
here.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's about to come around.
I thought so. I was at a Walmart on vacation and they had those out there, and
Alligator.
they had them in like a section that said $7. So I took it over to the guy. I was like, "Hey, what's the actual price on this?" So they had to look it up, and it's like $42. I'm like, "Oh," and he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "I kind of didn't like that price either." So I thought about like going back.
So you
and-
want to go for 7? Then?
I almost.
Seven,
I was
yeah.
like, "Hey, would you do me a solid and like ring this up for 7?" Because it's back in electronics. I almost did that,
It's a,
but I was like,
I really
I don't know.
But
Is
it's an alligator.
is this the version that came on the retro card back, or is this?
No, it's in the box.
Okay.
It was the box
I didn't
version.
know if they-
The neat thing I liked about him too is his arrow fits right in,
cool.
and then it comes out too.
That's kind of cool.
So it's
Eagly.
yeah.
Yeah, that's his name is Eagly.
Eagly.
It's actually Derek the Eagle. Is his name? It's a classic Native American name, Derek. I don't know if you knew that.
I did
Derek.
And then,
I did not.
I don't know if you guys have seen these yet. These are NECA's gargoyles.
Oh, I
yeah.
love gargoyles.
I finally found all of them that are out.
That gear is
Bane.
cool.
I mean, Crockmaster. Yeah, you need the Crockmaster just
I
for
know,
photos,
I know,
don't you?
I do.
Oh man.
Everyone goes
Those are
on
gonna
clearance.
stay
It's on
Corey's.
the top.
These are pretty awesome.
There it goes
the
the clear-
gargoyles.
goes the clearance.
Yeah, cool. I didn't
Whoa.
know
Oh,
those are
she's
huge.
beautiful and blue.
Wings.
She's beautiful.
And then
No.
If you buy Bronx, you get the second cape for
free?
Goliath with him.
God,
So I had to buy a second Goliath to
course.
display the cape on.
So cool. And where in the hell in your museum do you have shelf space for these
I
guys?
have not yet. that's why I brought him over. Cause
Hang them from the ceiling. I mean, you can put them on my shelves. I'll find some room.
Yeah, that's
Oh, that cape is
Tookie.
amazing.
Tookie.
yeah. The rest of them are set to release this year, I think. So.
Did you look up there?
Oh no, I have not yet.
Of course, that's the first thing Corey does.
Yeah.
Yes, these are so cool.
All right, I'm done.
I doubt
Sure.
that.
I can leave it.
Caught in your cords there, Corey.
There's so many.
I know.
So many.
You got more? Is that it?
That's it. That's all I brought
Those
tonight.
gargoyles are pretty.
Yeah, they're really neat.
He looks mad.
They all come with different appendages and different heads and
Different hands.
hands and.
Oh, awesome.
Who's making these? NECA?
NECA.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty
Yeah,
good.
NECA makes them.
Beautiful. All right. I got some things too. Like Spooty said, we had a fun little quick trip up to Jay's this weekend, and I sniped some things from Spooty. It was pretty great.
Son of a bitch.
And Jake's got some Pretenders down at Corner Collectibles, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't do Pretenders. They're the dumbest damn toy ever. And like, but they're there and they're cheap, and I'm like, well, maybe I'll just go buy them all. But then so I started looking into Pretenders and stuff, and I'm like, I don't know about these. The only cool one is Skullgrin, and I'm like, but that's not one of them down there. And then like, bam, there he was. I found him. He was right there at Jay's with his belt pack. He's got a gun and a sword too, and he doesn't come with his inner robot or anything.
Lame.
But the inner robots are kind of all lame. I don't know. Maybe they're not, but he looks amazing.
His isn't too bad.
I love his colors. I like his giant ass skull head thing, and he's just cool looking as heck. So
I hate it.
okay, that's a transformer in your hand. I know it's weird.
It's weird.
I know.
No, I don't hate it. I'm just teasing. It's
I got the other Duocon
Kinda
that
gross.
Spooty got Battle Trap, but I got Fly Wheels. It's a little tank and a jet.
I think it had shampoo in it at some point.
It's just a shell that had another.
Yeah. Yeah, he's cool.
It's pretty neat.
I got a Sparkobot as well. And I got Sizzle
Sparkle Bob.
Sparkle.
with engine.
Oh. Is that not common?
Spooty said no.
Oh, there
He
you
saw
go.
the engine. He's like, shit.
There's no
It's
robot.
it's
in there.
usually not with it because it comes off.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Good.
Turns
Oh,
into
sweet!
a
You got
little robot.
like some little
I haven't cleaned it yet.
either lint
Yeah,
or
I'm
spider nest in there.
Nice.
Shampoo in there.
Spider.
Hey, don't be jealous.
Just leave
So
it
this
in there.
engine comes off. Is it supposed to come off, or just like they
Don't.
fall off? I'm not gonna try. I'm just asking.
I have a screwdriver.
I'm gonna hit it on the table a few times when he's
Okay.
not looking.
And so Transformers has a brand new toy line out. It's a Walmart exclusive. It's called the Velocitron Speedia 500, based on a comic book series.
Okay.
And these Velocitron toys are all pretty cool. There's several. It's a cool story. I haven't read it yet, but it's like I've heard that it's pretty. It's one of the better stories. They kind of like pluck a bunch of characters from different series and universes and kind of put
And
them
it's
together. And
The
that's
Velocitron 500.
the Velocitron Speedia 500,
So it's like a race.
and it's a race planet.
Okay.
The planet
And
is
they just go
race
500
tracks.
miles and then it's over.
I haven't read the story. I don't know
So
it.
it's like,
but they-
like NASCAR, like
Yeah.
500.
and so in this line,
Perfectly good question.
Good question.
Don't move
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
I'm still moving on. I don't know the answer. I said I didn't read it. It's words and stuff.
We need more information.
We got this guy here. His name's Hauler, Road Hauler. He was in like one of the first episodes before they named him Hoist later and made him yellow.
Oh yeah.
but he just kind of showed up. But so they took him. He's making a pretty screamy face, which is neat.
And
So-
then also
Then-
called him Inferno and turned him red, right?
Yep.
Okay.
They didn't call him Hook with the.
No, I think they made up later. They retconned him into like a Constructicon.
Yeah.
But
Oh, okay.
Why
That
does he
makes
look so
sense.
surprised?
read the comic. And then,
Yes.
But that is the same mold as the.
yep,
Yeah.
same mold, different head sculpt. Then we got Override. He's based on an Energon character. I did just put up a picture with the Energon version and this version, and
Gotcha.
just a super fast car. He kind of looks like Speed Racer's car.
Oh yeah,
The Mach 5.
The
Mach
Mach 5.
5.
He looks kind of like that car, very futuristic, and got that long, double snouty nose. But he's really cool. Pretty.
Shiny.
Yeah. I'm sure Spooty will transform him. And then, oh God, what'd you do? Oh,
I just
for the
put his-
face.
Yeah, because his face is screaming, so he's got to be like.
not the face.
And so, y'all have FOMO too, right?
course.
Of
Sorry,
things.
what?
FOMO,
I-
right?
I think there's a shampoo.
That's what the kids call fear of missing out.
I've never heard that term
Never
before.
heard
Are you
How-
kidding?
how
You ever
old
heard
are
that
you?
term?
No,
That's-
FOMO.
That's a very
Yeah.
popular.
I've heard FUBAR.
Okay,
FUBAR.
you are old.
I've heard
So,
FOMO.
fear of missing out.
Is
Yeah.
that that's like YOLO?
Yes, but different.
It's a little older than Yellow.
Anyway, so in this new toy line, we all learn about. We get listings on the websites, placeholders years before the toys come out. So we know all these things are coming, and all these nerds who do the deep dives and find all these listings. And in there, they even learned that the packing count. You know, you get 2 of these and 2 of these and 1 of these, and all of this is always learned beforehand. And in this line, there was going to be a Cosmos, and he was short-packed one. He's the one. There were only going to be 1 per case.
He's the one that's going to get
the
scalped.
stupidest thing.
And he's a very popular character, so it's super dumb. And then people have started losing their minds. Like, it just artificially created this scarcity that's not real. And they've even announced they're going to put him in the next wave, but it doesn't matter. People
So
only
how
heard.
much are they scalping him for?
I haven't looked.
Okay.
I mean, this literally, they've just started hitting the shelves this week only. And I'm not saying I'm above it, but I'm like, man, I really want to. I mean, I wanted him before I knew he was short packed.
Sure.
But after I learned that, and not even for me, but I just knowing everyone else was going to go crazy and snag him up immediately and all that, I was like, I just hope I find him. And I found him today.
So if anyone sees them,
Oh, I'm
pick
sure.
them up for me.
Yeah.
We'll find him. We'll find
How
him.
much was it?
He's 25, 24, 3 in there. But yeah, just a little green little spaceship, a fun little character, definitely a fan favorite.
Looks like a
Um,
trash can.
He's pretty cool. I like him. I'm just happy I got him, and now I can just like relax a little bit about.
Yeah, and save up your money for the Superman mobile.
I
and
know.
the Batman
Right,
mobile.
for real.
Like his head even flips over like a trash can.
Superpowers.
All right, guys.
And he's Russian, apparently.
And he's a
He's
Russian.
Russian?
His
Bolshevik.
character has a Russian
Russian
accent on the G1 cartoon.
Gesundheit.
Let's get
More
into it.
German.
let's play the game. Are
Okay.
you ready? I'm gonna
I'm ready,
name.
Jigsaw.
I'm gonna name a toy line. I'm gonna name an IP, and you're gonna decide which one you could live without. You can only have one. The cartoon. All the cartoons in this line all count, from the original, if there's modern versions, animated cartoons, or their toys.
Now, are you doing this for each person specifically?
I'm going to name one toy line or one IP, and then we'll go around and we'll each answer it. First, we'll do our big 3 first, of course. We'll go G.I. Joe. We'll just start with Elgin. We'll go around the horn. Which one would you, if you could only have one,
If
exist
I could
in your
either
life?
watch or play with all G.I. Joe toys,
Yes.
probably play. Because
You
I
pick
don't.
toys.
Yeah, I would pick the toys only because after watching the movie,
Oh! Uh-huh. It might have been a different answer a week ago.
Good answer.
I think I would get more enjoyment out of playing with the toys and taking pictures of them and posing them and blowing them up with fireworks. I
M80s
guess.
and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
feel like I would have more.
You missed out on
enjoyment.
blowing up your G.I. Joes
Yeah,
as
because
a
I
kid.
never had them.
Because
so,
they burned to the ground.
Yeah,
No
most
shit,
of
yeah.
them burned.
All right, Spooty,
So, yeah,
what's
play.
your answer?
I choose play.
Play. Yeah.
Toys,
Yeah.
all the way. What's wrong with the cartoon?
It's terrible.
We watched. There's a message after every episode. It helped shape
Yeah,
our
like
lives
stop, drop,
into
and roll.
important. Yeah. Still a toy.
I mean, the vehicles are pretty cool. So
Vehicles
not
are
so much
awesome.
the characters.
all right,
Pretty much the same.
Brandon.
Definitely the toys. Yeah, more playability, and it was the first toy line that came with so many accessories and weapons, and the vehicles all did different things, and it was kind of that. I didn't have much when I was a kid for GI Joes. I was a little older than that, but I definitely got the 25th anniversary when they came out. So.
Mm-hmm. Did you watch the cartoon when it was on?
Oh yeah, I own them all. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I watched it back then. And, yeah.
Well, here's what we've been waiting for. Corey, what's your answer? If you could only have one, all the cartoons or all the toys?
I'd actually choose the movies with like The Rock and
No live action. It's animated cartoons.
He's pretty animated
Don't
in
believe
his
that.
speaking.
no, I wouldn't. The toys. I agree with everybody that the cartoon is fine. Yeah, the toys, definitely the toys, because the toys is what made my childhood so awesome. Besides all my parents' money,
That's
and
as honest as
I it's since you specifically pigeonholed cartoon or toy, I got the comics also that I can read. So the comics are way better than the cartoon ever was.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
across the board. I guess some of the newer cartoons are supposed to be pretty good, like the Renegade series maybe. And I've just never seen it. But I plan to watch it someday when I have time for TV, but definitely for me it's going to be toy line. You?
For me, it's the cartoon. That's what I did have most of growing up, and I loved it. I'm very susceptible to messages of good things, and so I loved how all the ends of the episodes a lot, and I watched the cartoons. I have much more of a memory of them than
Sure.
the toys, even though I had some toys and I loved them, but.
Part of my decision is swayed by the fact that like I can always do something new, like make up some kind of new thing with the toys, but the cartoons are just always going to be the same, and I'm going to get bored with them eventually.
Sure.
That's true.
All right, next round. I have 10 on my list. Whether
Yeah,
we'll
we
get
go.
to them all,
All right,
we'll
sure.
see.
Next.
Next.
But up next,
Round 2.
let's make it hard. Masters
Yeah.
of the Universe. Elgin.
Why you started on me? You started with Corey
We-
last.
No, we started with you and we go around.
Yeah,
But it was his.
That's his thing.
What happened? You're just trying to dodge the question. You can't get out of it.
Well, for me,
If you
Corey,
could have only one, cartoons or toys.
Probably the toys, although I love the
I
cartoons.
know, we know we all love all the things.
Except for the New Adventures of He-Man, which is Space He-Man. I did not like that. And I have been watching the 2000X series, which is great.
There's a lot of
And it's better than the toys. So it was but I was probably still with the toys because of all the vintage stuff I have. And even the new Masterverse and to some extent CGI.
Yeah, you
But
have a lot of
but I'd rather
cartoon-
watch the CGI versus the toys on that.
So if you were to break it down, it'd go different
I would,
ways.
yeah. If
for
I
all
broke
of them.
down all 5 different series, then I would pick. But since you're not letting me do that,
Nope, it's all the cartoons or the toys.
I would have to pick toys still, just because
Means more.
it does. Because I played with them when I was a kid,
Oh, yep.
the vintage stuff especially, and now the Masterverse and as an adult. So
Yep.
probably the toys.
All right, Spooty.
The toys. Oh, it's better. The cartoon
You're
wasn't
just-
bad,
I'm
but
just going to cut that and use it. You're going to say that
Toys.
every time.
it's probably going to be
I know.
every time. So
Well, we'll see. I don't know.
just liked them more.
Sure. Quit trying to look over here. You're not going to see the list. It's not
Can't
here.
read anyway.
Brandon, what's your answer for He-Man Masters of the Universe?
I would probably say the toys. I mean, the cartoon was good because that's like the first series I remember watching coming home from school.
Yeah.
You know, we first got cable TV, so I was like, oh, there's Masters Universe was on. But the toys were exciting too because they were a different scale than what you'd been playing with, you know, Star Wars and G.I. Joe and stuff like that. And then, you know, to have that different scale was kind of neat. Things were bigger and, you know, different, but probably the toys.
And they came with play sets and vehicles.
Yeah, but you had
Play
both.
sets.
Yeah.
So,
Corey,
Toys.
it looks like you were really thinking hard.
I
Though.
was trying because I was, but I'm thinking back and like, there really wasn't, as far as the '80s goes, there really wasn't that much. Like it only ran for a couple seasons, didn't it?
2 seasons, but like 200 episodes.
Yeah,
It's-
that's true.
Two is the biggest
It's
season
like-
of all time.
Yeah.
It was like 176 or something, but
Yeah.
it, like
So a new
basically
episode every
they
day,
wanted an episode every day. Is
Yeah.
what the is
minus
what,
weekends.
yeah,
Yeah.
They wanted to have one every day,
It's a good plan.
like all year.
Yeah.
That was what they wanted to market.
Yeah, but the toys, and especially now because of all the really super awesome ones, like
Yeah,
like the
Oh,
the Motu stuff,
Masterverse.
The Origins.
Classics.
all the Motu stuff that's been coming out. For me, I would say it's probably my favorite toy line that has been like in the last 5 years, like better by far than any of the G.I. Joe stuff that's coming out. I'm excited about like all the O-ring stuff. Like I really like that stuff. But as far as like across the board, a toy line that has been released recently, all the Motu stuff is the best stuff.
Yeah.
100%.
Sure. Gosh, it's a good point. I think
It's tough because a lot of the animated stuff they've done has been great
Yeah, the new animated
the new
stuff
stuff.
is
because
phenomenal.
the Revelation and now the next Revolution coming out and the CGI, which is
Yeah.
a surprisingly good series for kids and for
Yep.
adults. And even in 2000X, revisiting that, it was done very well.
yeah.
The
Loved
toys
it.
not so much, maybe because of all the variants, but the series itself was. I've been catching up on those, and it's like this is really good. And the Filmation is just classic.
But yeah, the Revelation series is like a phenomenal series. It's one of my favorite
Yeah.
series that's come out. I think I like it better than the Transformers Netflix stuff.
Oh, I do too.
But like holding those figures in my hands, like they're so good.
Yeah, They
So good.
30 POA.
I know. And they're a toy that when I see it, I have to get it.
Yeah.
Like it's instant.
It's in
It's
your
one of
hand all
those
of a sudden.
instant. I have to have it if I don't already have it. You know? So
But I think for me, probably the same reason I picked the cartoons, because I just feel like I've had, if I added up the enjoyment, I've gotten more out of the cartoon
sure.
than, I don't have a large Motu collection now, and I know we had them growing up, but like you said, Filmation was something special, even though it's kind of not good, but it's also awesome.
It's cheesy,
but
and it
the
does have
new-
a tale at the end. You know, a
But-
moral at the end.
Kevin Smith knocked it out of the freaking park.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Yes.
Gosh dang,
I'm
I
excited
can't
to
wait
see
for
the
the
next.
next.
I know.
Oh, bring it on.
Yep.
So I'm gonna say cartoon again.
Yeah, it is very close. With
That's
me.
a reasonable
Yeah.
thing to say.
Yeah. I've got one. Oh yeah,
so
there's
good.
there's no wrong answers today.
No.
It's just tough choices.
Yeah.
There might be some.
Yep.
Coming
Well,
up
now
next.
that you're back, Spooty, next round, you know what it's gonna be? Transformers.
Toys, easy.
I guess we're
Is it
skipping me this time.
Elgin? You're
No, that is the right answer for everybody.
I never really watched a lot of the cartoons. Same with G.I. Joe. So toys. I had some, very few as a kid, but the ones I had, I loved.
We're cool ones too.
Yeah, I loved and still have, and definitely probably the toys for me. And I have watched the movie, but it's been a long time. And we'll probably do that on another episode. But
Oh yeah.
rewatch of the video. But toys, I would say, would be my choice.
But Spooty, we grew up on those cartoons. Would we have any of it if it wasn't for the G1 series of cartoons? We didn't read the comics.
But I don't see any cartoons up there.
When's
so.
the last time you watched through G1?
Couple
Too
year-
long.
couple years ago.
Yeah. But it's toys.
Yes, it is definitely toys.
Brandon.
It's a tough one for me because I didn't have the toys growing up as a kid,
Mm-hmm.
and I did collect them later, in life. But and I was never one of those kids that was smart enough to transform them. So I didn't okay, they came out of the box and that's how they sat.
Is it because you grew up in a lot of asbestos and lead paint?
I did?
Okay.
Yes, yeah. 80s school, small
Yeah,
town.
yeah.
Yes, corn and asbestos.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, delicious dinner.
Delicious dinner. Yes, dripping from the ceiling on my cereal. Yeah. Looking for the prize.
Yep.
But, I would have to go cartoons on this one. I think. I mean, the toys are nice, but for me, it was always about the cartoons. I think. So, I love the cartoons. Yeah, they were good. Yes,
Such a wrong answer.
Corey.
that's it.
This
one's tough.
This one was the toughest for me. But
agree.
my decision is 100% swayed by my collecting habits as an adult. Because
It's hard to get past that.
I collect GI Joes. I really enjoy GI Joes. I love GI Joes. I have a few Transformers, but I would give up, trade, sell every single one of them to get for a really good deal on some GI Joes. But yeah, I would choose the I would choose the cartoon. I would choose the Transformers cartoons in this instant because I had Transformers as a kid, but and I watched the cartoon as a kid, and I think I liked the cartoon. I liked the Transformers cartoon better than the GI Joe cartoon as a kid.
Yeah.
Yep.
As an adult, that's the same thing. I like the Transformers cartoons. The movie is superior to the G.I. Joe movies.
The cartoons are definitely better for Transformers than they are
Yeah.
for the last ones.
And, I mean, so if I can't have any Transformers, I'll watch the cartoons and I'll come play with Spoody's Transformers. Loophole!
Always trying to break the system.
No, I would choose the cartoon in this instance. And it was really hard. Still is.
Yeah, and that's why I'm not going to decide. On to the next question. It's too hard. I can't.
No, you have to
You
pick
have
one.
to.
Oh
This
my
is your
God!
game. It's
I
your,
know.
It's your game,
Why
Jigsaw.
did I say I was good?
So a little more reasoning on why my toys are like I still collect the toys for the lines. Like there's a few series of Transformers I've still never seen. I still have like the toy lines for them.
Sure.
I would rather have the toys.
I watch through the G1 cartoons every couple of years. I just got through them. Every free chance I get, I work my way through all the cartoon lines. I mean, Beast Wars is legendary for its story.
Yeah.
I'm
It's my
not.
favorite.
Yeah, it's so good. I still haven't finished it yet, but just what?
Oh, I couldn't remember how it ends exactly. I was going to
I
spoil
know.
it.
Yeah, don't.
I think of like a comet hits the earth.
Anyway, so
And
They
then
all die.
Jesus comes back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dinosaurs come.
there's so many cartoons,
War for Cybertron happens.
right?
Apparently,
The Cyberverse cartoon just a couple years ago was seriously my second favorite.
That one's on Netflix, right?
It is.
Yeah,
pretty
I've
much.
seen that one. It's good.
So good, and there's a new one coming out. I can't wait for it. Earthspark, I think it's called.
But
I'm so
Transformers does have so many more cartoon like
every
series
line
than-
has a
than there are some
cartoon.
new-
Most of them are really
almost
good.
every
Yeah.
time, and the most are so good. And that's where I get all the fiction, of the history of all these things. For me, comes from the cartoon, not the comic books.
That's one of the things that makes it
read.
a little easier for me on this one too, because there is so much content versus G.I. Joe, where there's like the original Deke and Sunbow series, and then like Renegades, and that's pretty much it as far as I know. And there's not a whole lot of content, but yeah, with the Transformer stuff, there's shit lot of content, like way more time to be entertained than with the G.I. Joe.
But then
stuff.
also so many more toys as well.
yeah,
That's true. And as a guy
that's true.
just clocked over 1,000 the other day.
You did?
Yep.
Nice.
Whoa.
I'm just like, yeah, it's gonna have to be toys. Isn't
There's
it?
1,000 on that top shelf there, probably.
They mean more to me, I think.
Sure.
at the end of the day. Damn it.
You're gonna have to pick
Spoody
toys.
was right.
Yeah.
I think I have to pick
It's
toys.
still about the puzzle for me.
Yeah.
Like I get more enjoyment from that than watching the cartoons.
All right, next round. What I think will be the hardest for Brandon. Elgin, you're up. We're going to talk about Star Wars.
Oh,
Did they have an animated?
Did they? Did they? What's he? Did they?
You talking about Attack of the
Out.
Clones?
Did they?
Attack of the Clones,
Rebels.
Rebels,
I haven't watched
Bad
Rebels.
Batch,
I haven't watched Bad Batch.
obviously,
So
but-
are we basing this just on the cartoons?
animated cartoons.
Okay, all right, okay.
I mean, I've seen some of the Attack of the Clones, which I enjoyed. Probably the cartoon because I didn't have
You
any.
also don't have any.
I don't have any Star Wars. Like I never had them as a kid. I mean, I watched the original trilogy all the time and loved that, but I never had any Star Wars toys. And I did like Attack of the Clones as an animated series. It's
Oh,
very
yeah.
good. So I pick Watch.
Spudamus.
I would also go with Watch because, like, I mean, the original toys were just so bad.
Lame.
They were terrible.
The vehicles
You're
weren't.
killing Brandon.
The vehicles are cool,
dying
but like the
inside.
actual toys, none of their fucking knees bent
That's right.
Or elbows.
or
It helps
elbows.
him stand up.
Yeah.
There's only
Less
one
to
of them
break.
where that's like part of his thing, but
No O-rings to go bad.
yeah.
Hey,
Also that
booyah in your face.
because nothing moved because
Yeah.
they were a
Yeah.
stick figure.
Because they were lame.
So you
Yeah.
said toys.
No, I would
said
go with the
Watch.
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 even though I've never seen any of the animated
Oh,
Star Wars
Spood.
stuff.
Whoa.
Attack of the Clones.
I don't
is
really
definitely
like
very
Star
good.
Wars.
Moving on.
Yep, I said it.
Just leave that out there.
So Brandon, this has to be
I'll
hard
fight
for
you.
you. I know you.
Actually, not really,
No?
because they didn't make a lot of toys for the animated or figures. You know, they made the original one for the droids and Ewoks.
yeah,
you know,
I forgot
for the
that.
original series, but they really weren't as good as the other ones. They're just hard to find and super expensive to get now. And then like the Clone Wars and Bad Batch stuff, they made a few figures, but overall, yeah, I would say the animation was much better and the cartoons. So watch.
Huh. Knowing that you have a full room dedicated to Star Wars toys.
Well, it's strictly you said animated though.
Right. Would
Most
you
of
take
them, yeah.
all the cartoons or all the toys? Not just the toys from the animated. I just mean
All toys.
all Star Wars
Oh,
toys.
see, that's what I was asking. Was it
Gotcha.
so? Are you doing those toys based on the
No.
animated
No.
series?
Just all toys.
oh, then
or
I would have
all
to go
animated?
toys then.
I would.
Definitely,
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I had to clarify.
Guys, he has a whole room. Just Star Wars. Diorama after diorama. It's amazing. Brandon's
wait to
Toy
see.
Museum. Stop by.
Stop by.
I will if it's
I
open.
mean, they look
Yeah.
cool if you don't want to pose them at all.
Yeah. Or if you want to just.
because their arms go out like this.
Yeah. They're all
Yeah, I mean,
see-through.
you
Well-
can no, because you can have them handing boxes to each other.
Oh,
perfect.
Amazon. There you go.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, and the answer I knew as soon as I created this game. Corey,
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Okay, so my question is, since we're focusing strictly on animated, can we include episodes 1 through 3 since they were like 90% CGI?
nope.
Come on.
Does that change your answer?
Not at all. And then could we also include episodes, the remastered episodes 4 through 6, since he added in a whole bunch of cartoon garbage CGI shit that looks terrible and sucks?
No,
I mean, the last
No.
3 are pretty much all CGI too.
Yeah, the last 3 are all CGI and probably the best
Just
3
the
movies of the entire series.
They are. I watched them like within the last year.
And so,
They still never.
Answer is actually toys, because I've never seen any of the animated
Wow.
stuff. And the original figures sucked, but the original vehicles were kick-ass.
Great. And play sets.
And
yeah.
and play sets,
Play
and all
sets.
scaled well for G.I. Joe, and I'd be happy to throw an Ace into an X-Wing.
all right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep,
And?
toys for me too. They're just there's
Yeah.
so many toys and play sets. They're they really mastered that.
And I need someone to deliver boxes to my G.I.
Sometimes you
Joes.
do.
It's true.
All right, we got through the 4 hardest rounds for sure. So
You're
let's
hard.
speed round maybe these last ones and get through this a little
Okay.
faster. But next up we got TMNT. Ooh,
Turtles.
This is hard too.
That's super hard.
Some great cartoons. Toys are great.
Watched-
Elgin, you're up.
I watched all the original series as a kid and collected a lot of them. Although rewatching the series was not as good as replaying with the toys, so I'm going to pick toys.
Toys. Spudamus. Yeah, right?
I'd probably go with the toys.
But they have they have that He-Man problem of knees
Sure.
and standing.
Yeah,
But
that's a
they're
problem.
also posed, and like their legs are kind of
But yeah,
bent
the-
and
the-
actiony.
action pose.
The
stepping on
cartoons
toes
aren't
or flat.
nearly as good as. Cause I watched
Yeah.
some of them again here recently.
Yeah.
They're not nearly as good as I thought they were.
Or
If you were
remember-
including like the movies and stuff too,
Nope.
maybe. But
Oh, no.
no, just
I mean, the Michael Bay one was almost all CGI.
I love those
can't
two.
include that though.
Nice try. Quit copying Corey. You
So
said
trying
toys.
to Corey your way into it.
All right, Brandon.
I'm a
I would have to go toys as well. Yeah, the toys are
Gonna
good,
make Corey
good
over.
representations of the video. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
And their vehicles were cool.
vehicles were neat. Yeah,
And Terry, and they had the
yeah.
Corey.
I'm gonna go with watch on this one. Only because I mean this is a line that we often gloss over. We don't
It
really
is.
do a whole lot of talking about it, even
I
though
know.
like Elgin collects some of it. We don't really collect any of this, but I loved Ninja Turtles as a kid.
Oh yeah.
Same.
I'm sure that like Spoody said that the cartoon doesn't hold up, and Elgin said like the cartoon doesn't really hold up, but the newer animated stuff is really good, and I've watched a lot of
I
it
haven't really seen.
and love
I've
it. Like
watched
it's
The
like
new
a lot of
movies
it,
are
they're fantastic,
really good.
Like a lot of the newer animation is really really good. So I would pick watch on this one.
That's good. For me, there's the party bus and the Terradrome.
Yep.
Got to pick the
Terradrome
toys.
is
Toys.
G.I. Joe.
Terradrome.
Got to
That's
pick the
great.
toys.
Yeah.
And then
Terry Jones JJ.
the
The
It's the
the big
dome. It's a dome.
Yeah,
Not
something dome.
It's Terror Dome.
Is it just Terradome?
yeah, but
Oh.
yeah, because the drone.
that
Drone is
Videodrome is the movie by.
Yeah. Anyway,
It's they're
That
very
toy.
they're
We
very
obviously don't
similar.
collect
But they also
Yeah.
I know. But they also
Technodrome.
Technodrome.
Yeah.
We saw one at Jay's.
Yeah.
It was
We
very
mentioned
similar names.
slow.
Not experts, but they the Turtles. They made a freaking line of musicians that Elgin
Yeah.
got. How
They're
fucking
awesome.
cool
Yeah.
is
And,
that?
and
And
they came with a
Transformers.
bus.
Yeah,
They could tour around
so
it.
good.
which is pretty cool.
It is.
There was ones that transformed. Also.
Yeah.
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 True.
Terribly, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next up, the real Ghostbusters.
Oh.
Elgin.
Mm,
Oh, the cartoons. So
cartoons, classic.
Yeah.
good. Figures. With all them,
Figures. I think
all
I
them
had
fright
some of them.
features.
Yeah, you could push them and their eyes
Oh.
popped out or the hair.
The head
Yeah.
flipped up. Or,
Yeah.
Yes.
Giant gross.
They
jaw
made a
thing.
toilet that's a ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the tongue that came. Yeah.
That's
I
what
think
have.
probably
Yeah, that's
watch
right.
just because I like all the voice actors in that.
Yep.
Yeah, probably. I didn't have a lot of those toys. I had maybe a couple, but I think I just enjoyed watching it more
Spoody?
than those toys.
watch easy. Yeah. The toys are okay, but
Brandon,
Watch as well. Yeah.
do you?
the,
you
car-
have, you have
the
some more
cartoon
toys.
was really
I don't
good.
have any of the toys.
You don't?
It was-
I have
it
the
was-
movie Ghostbusters stuff, but
yeah.
not the cartoon ones. Yeah.
Corey.
Watch. Never had a single Ghostbusters toy growing up.
Yeah, I have to go watch too. I got Fearsome Flush and the eyeball popping ghost, eye pop ghost, and they're freaking awesome. And I the toys from the new movie, even the little cheap ones, they all came with a little ghost that all had fright features that did things freaking awesome. I wish
Yeah.
I'd have got those, but man, the cartoon was just too good.
Cartoon's good. I mean, and the movies were amazing. I know we're not talking about that, but I love the
Oh,
movies.
man, it's so good.
And yeah, the cartoon was awesome. And it just never sparked any sort of toy interest for me because I was
Yeah.
so into G.I. Joes, but I was really
I
into cartoons.
have heard they are in the process of writing the next one.
Oh, nice.
They re-released all like the real Ghostbusters, those 4 figures.
Yeah, yeah.
and
Yeah.
everything. And when I saw them, the first thing I thought about was remembering watching the show,
Yep.
Yeah.
as opposed
Me
to
too.
I need this toy. It was more like
Yep.
that show was good when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So that to me is like more of like I want to
Answers.
watch the show
Yeah.
than buy that toy.
Next up, Thunder, 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 Thundercats. Elgin.
Can you do that one more time?
Nope.
I think it's feel the magic, feel the power. Thundercats are loose. Is the next line.
Snarf.
I want when I was a kid, I wanted these toys so bad
Yes.
because I watched the show all the time, and I ended up only getting 2 of them, and they were like 2 bad guys. It was Jackalman and Monkeyan. Like I never had any of the regular Thundercats, and so I think the disappointment of that maybe makes me want to say watch, but like seeing Jake Book's enthusiasm of collecting these toys is kind of making me like, well, should I collect them again? But I'm like, no, I need to spend my money on OT stuff. So roundabout way, watch, I guess.
Yeah.
Even though the
Yeah.
cartoon's terrible.
I don't know. I never watched the cartoon. I don't even know what the toys. I know what Thundercats are, but I don't
They're cats.
really know the toys.
They bring the thunder.
I mean, I like toys, so
They're kinda
probably toys.
They're kind of scaled to 5.5.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen a couple of them. I saw Jake's
Yeah.
that he got. Also, there's a fly that's a complete.
Oh,
I know.
asshole.
There's
Bert,
a
punch it in the face. Brandon, Thundercats.
I'm gonna go watch on this one. The toys were I felt very disappointing. They're like large Star Wars figures because all I moved was at the shoulders and the the
Yeah,
waist.
they had
And
action
that
feature
they had
to
that
move.
stupid action feature.
Yeah.
They just went like this.
Yeah, pretty
that
much.
Was all it was. So, I guess Lionel and Mummer had the light up
Yep,
eyes,
that's
which was
right.
neat with the little ring thing. But
Yep.
that was neat. But then like the Thunder Tank, you could never find that to buy, and then the Thundercat lair
Yeah.
was so expensive.
Almost
And then
impossible.
yeah. So and it's I would definitely go watch.
That's probably why I didn't get any of the toys, because my parents were like, these are fucking expensive.
But now, like the Super 7 Thundercats are much better.
Oh,
the
they look
detail
Yeah,
of
those
are
do look
super
good.
Nice. Yeah, and so those are good. And I got the ones while back. They were the Funko made that He-Man
yes.
line,
Yep.
and
Yeah,
they
the
were kind of
5.5s. I
neat,
saw those,
for
yeah.
that. But yeah,
Cool.
Corey?
Watch. The end.
Okay. For me,
speed round.
yeah, I think I'm on watch, but because I didn't have any of the toys.
No, me
But
neither.
man, that I tried watching the show again because I think it's on Hulu, and
It's
goddamn,
tough.
it's not good.
It's tough. It's a tough watch.
It's hard, and maybe I'm like, maybe I just got to get past this intro part, and maybe it'll pick up. And it just isn't that
does not.
good.
Yeah, and I'm basing all of this on my memory from childhood, like loving the cartoons versus not having the
Lionel
toys.
is such an
They
idiot.
made it a second. Didn't they make a newer version
They
of
did.
the series,
They
which
did.
wasn't as bad, but
Yeah,
it was
it's like a updated version.
yeah.
Next round, Mask.
Oh,
Shit.
I never watched the cartoon, so I'll probably have to say toys.
They're
But-
cool
and-
toys.
And
they
I
transform.
never played with the toy. I never had any mouse toys. I never watched the show, so I'm gonna have to say, unless the show was good,
The greatest theme song ever.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'd probably have to say toys, just
Yep.
because
The show was really good.
Yeah.
toys are fun. I don't know.
Yep.
I don't really. I with
They're vehicles with action features.
yeah.
They turn into other vehicles that are even cooler.
Okay,
It's neat.
I'll take your word on it.
Spooty.
I do remember the cartoon, and it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it
Better
still
than G.I.
is
Joe.
good, but I would probably still go with the toys. Just the proximity to like Transformers
Yep.
is
It's there.
yeah.
Brandon,
Definitely toys.
Yeah.
That was my.
you've been
I
going
can't-
crazy.
I can't transform the. I've been getting asked ones lately, but I couldn't transform the Transformers, but these you
I
could.
wish they were a little cheaper.
Yeah, that's the price on catching them up now is hard. Yeah,
Yeah, they're like one-step Transformers.
yeah, yeah.
So it was a little easier.
Yeah.
Toys were cool.
Yeah, the toys were great. Yeah.
Corey?
I genuinely believed coming into this episode that I was going to say play on everything, but it's going to be a watch on this one too for me. I loved the cartoon. I loved the toys, but for my own personal habits now, yeah, it would be watch. Because the cartoon was awesome.
Yeah. I freaking love the toys.
They're awesome.
They're so cool.
Did you see they're gonna remake them?
Yep.
No,
Of course they are.
Great colors.
Why
Great concepts. The figures with the masks is so cool. The Boulder Hill playset.
Yep.
is amazing.
Yeah.
My favorite was the big semi truck.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
The Rhino.
Yeah, the
Rhino.
Rhino.
But I think, and I did rewatch the show here recently, and even though I don't think it holds up, I think the biggest memory of All Mask is just putting the team together. Every episode had who do we need to solve this problem? Let's get this guy, and then just the way they'd go through it. Half the episode is just assembling the team, and we're going to go through their abilities again. All right, and this is their vehicle, and it's just half the show is. But I'm like,
because they were all commercials for the toys.
Sure.
God damn, it was so cool putting that team together, man. I loved it. Ugh, it's a mask.
You are also easily entertained.
That's true. Voltron's up next, Elgin.
Watch, because I never had any of the toys, and I watched the show all the time. It was on a VHS copy from TV that had Voltron, Thundercats, and He-Man all on one 8-hour tape that my mom got off of TV, and I loved that Voltron show.
Like an infomercial type? Like she bought it from an
Nope,
infomercial?
she recorded it off of
Okay, I
TV.
thought maybe like you got it like a
Sans commercials.
Okay.
So she spent the time, pause,
Seriously?
record. Yeah,
That's pretty fucking dedicated.
yeah. An 8-hour tape of those 3 shows. It was awesome. I watched it so much. So watch for Voltron.
Yep, Spooty.
I don't know if I've ever seen the cartoon, but I like the toy. I got one. It's over there.
Yeah, it's right over there.
It's a 90s.
So it's toys.
Yeah, I'm going to go toys.
Brandon?
I've never watched cartoons either, but I do have the Lego set, and the GameStop had an exclusive version of them that you could buy individually, and I bought those a few years ago. But yeah, I'd probably go toys then. Yeah.
Corey?
I did have the Lions when I was a kid. I also had the die-cast, I don't know, he's probably about 8 or 10 inches tall, full robot. I don't remember there ever really being a whole lot of villain toys with this one.
I don't think there were. Yeah.
And the toy line was pretty small anyway. That coupled with the fact that the newer Voltron animated stuff is so fucking good
That's what I was going to say.
that I would definitely pick watch on this one.
Same here. Combining robot-y type animals, I love it. But yeah, that new series on Netflix a few years ago
So good.
had Sean Yoon was one of the main characters. Great voice work. It's a great series.
It's
so
funny too. Like
definitely-
it's just
yeah.
really well done.
Definitely recommend it. Oh, we're just going to probably skip that. So, all right, let's move on.
What was the last one?
I had a couple.
What were they doing?
Marvel Legends
Bleh.
with X-Men cartoon. You know,
I mean,
the X-Men.
The
That
X-Men
cartoon's really good.
90s cartoon was.
What about Spider-Man?
I would
and
pick
Amazing
watch
Friends?
on that.
I didn't have that, and I had Batman.
Oh, Batman
because I know you have
animated.
Batman.
Oh,
Now the
yeah.
Batman animated series.
Is
That would be a tough one.
is a
Batman
watch. Is
Beyond.
watch.
Yeah.
And,
I'm
yeah.
surprised you didn't also
It's
pick
watch.
the
Watch.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. If you picked Voltron.
Well, there's the
Because it's
cartoon.
almost the same
Totally.
thing.
It's almost. That's why I went
Yeah.
Voltron.
Voltron's so good.
Voltron is so much better.
So for one for you, My Little Pony.
I have one.
You have to pick one.
I have one My Little Pony, and I've never seen the show, so I picked toy.
Okay.
He's a brony.
Is it the My Little Prime?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So really
I have that one
quickly,
too.
how did y'all do? Did you answer more toys or
I
more
don't know, I didn't
watch?
keep
Do you
track, I
remember?
guess.
I
Definitely
think
more
I
toys.
answered.
You were almost
Yeah.
all toys.
I think
was
I
more
split.
watch.
You were more watch.
I think I split.
That's more toys probably, but just close.
I think the only two I picked toy on was I guess I picked toys on Star Wars and He-Man and G.I. Joe.
I didn't know there was going to be a test at the end.
Okay.
I was going
well,
to calculate up.
we're
all
all
the stuff.
winners. Yay. Let's move on. We're going to take a quick break
Are we?
and tell you all about our podcast network, the PFPN.
You're listening to the Prescribed Films Podcast Network, home to hundreds of hours of free podcast entertainment. The shows on this network all have a common goal, providing you with the best discussions about movies and other forms of entertainment media. The PFPN hopes to fill your earholes with audio joy. Visit our website with links to all the other amazing shows at www.thepfpn.com. Thanks for listening.
All right, we're back, and Elgin's going to take us back on the road one more time because he loves to drive.
Oh yeah.
Time for a store tour.
All right, today's store is called Had That. It's at
I love the name.
Great name, great name.
Okay.
99 North Street, Salem, Massachusetts. It's kind of a smaller store on the corner of that street there. It had quite a bit of turtles in the case and on card, and Star Wars figures in mint on card and loose. No Transformers that I could see.
Boo.
And they had some Joes, but not a lot in the case. And they were loose figures as well. When I went to ask the guy, I was like, hey, do you guys have any Motu stuff? And the guy's like, well, there's some in the case there. So I look. There's like 2 figures from New Adventures, so I don't really count those. So I'm like, okay. I was like, well, do you have any loose figures? He's like, well, I got a big tote in the back that I can have you. I'm like, oh, great. Can I look at those? He's like,
Love totes.
He's like, oh, well, they're kind of a pain in the balls to get. So I'm like, then why'd you even ask? Why'd you even say that you had it? He's like, well, if you're not going to buy anything, I'm not going to bring them out. I'm like,
Well, I can't buy
I don't know what you
it.
have
Yeah.
to say that I want to buy. Yeah, and so then I was like, "Well, start. Nate, what do you need? Which ones do you need?" So I'm like trying to think. I'm like, "Well, do you have Squeeze?" No, I don't got that one. I'm like, "Do you have any of the Snake Men?" I got those. I'm like, "Do you have anything from the late '86, '87 line? Waves?" Nah, I don't take it. Nothing rare. I'm like, "Okay,
Cool, bye."
great." So then I'm like, and then he starts naming figures. Yeah, I got that guy. He's got the lobster claw. And I'm like, Clawful? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, I got one of those rock people. I'm like, Rock On or Stone Dar? I'm like, yeah, one of them guys. I'm like, okay, great. And then I was with Ethan, my son, and he found like 2 loose figures in the loose box. He's like, can I get these? I'm like, sure. I'm like, how much are those? And they're like, yeah, they're $10. I'm like, for loose figures, like within the bin, the loose figure bin.
Yeah.
Like,
Were they Motu figures?
no,
or
they were just
like
random
crap?
loose figures that they have. They usually have a bin of
Yeah.
random. That should be $5.
That's like the
$5
dollar
less.
bin.
The dollar bin, $1 to $5 bin. He's like, yeah, they're 10. So I'm like, I just got them for him, and I was just like, he's like, yeah, they're 2 for $20 or something. I don't know. I was like, what would you do 3 for $20? Oh well, if you had, I didn't have cash at the time. I'm like, if I have cash, then I could do it, and I didn't. I'm like, okay, we'll just get 2, and then we'll get out of here. They had some comics too, and they had a Grayskull and Snake Mountain, but I didn't even look at them because I'm like,
Too mad at
I'm
that
too
point.
mad, too angry that they're not even gonna like take out the stuff for me to look at to see, because I might have found something. I don't know.
Yeah, all those
I
things
can't-
you listed
I
are
can't
almost
re-
3 digits. So like,
Yeah, it's like I can't
What?
remember everything without just off the
Yeah.
cuff, like that. It's like, let me look at them, and that sparks something, and maybe I would buy, a few figures or whatever, just
Or
to,
maybe you see a better version of
exactly,
one that you already have.
exactly,
Yeah,
or something with
that's in
accessories.
better
or-
shape,
yeah.
or yeah.
They did have
Million
they did have a mint on card, Skeletor Dragon Blaster
Oh,
from that,
Jesus.
which was cool. But I didn't look at the price because I was like, that's going to be expensive, more than what I want to spend. But I mean, I would still as much crap as I'm talking, I'd still go back there and look at stuff. They had some.
If he'd actually let you.
Yeah, exactly. If he would let me, but I would still go back and look because it's a toy store, and
'cause,
Yeah.
why not? If I was in the area. So
Yeah.
if you're in the area, go check it out at 99 North Street, Salem, Mass. Had that as the store.
I love the name. It's too
Bring
bad.
cash, I guess,
I guess.
like every toy store,
Yeah.
but not a great customers. And it's not like the store was full.
yeah.
Ethan and I were the only 2 people in that
Aw.
store,
He couldn't be bought.
and he couldn't be. And he was like looking on his phone. I'm like, hey, I had to like get him to like. So maybe I
Look
won't
up.
go back. I probably won't ever go back there. So it's
I mean, yeah. I mean, when are you going to be in Massachusetts
probably
again? But
a long time never.
yeah.
But yeah, he's terrible customer service, really. Because really, he should have, after he said, hey, I have these, he should have gone back and brought them out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have that.
Or
All
just
right.
never said that he had them.
Just-
Or he never really had them and just was BSing. So I don't know, because I never saw him.
All right. Well, there's no talking toys tonight because it would have been a weird question to ask. I don't know. So that's all right. But before we go, Brandon, thank you so much for
Thanks,
coming
guys.
by.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That wasn't so bad,
Oh,
was
this
it?
is great. Yeah. This is wonderful.
Now he snaps.
A little late. You snapping? What are we supposed to snap?
We're not.
Just a snap. What's that? Is that like Thanos?
Is there? So
Yeah.
we didn't really talk about it a lot, but is there? Do you want to talk about the museum? I mean, like,
I
tell
don't know.
what it is.
Promote it.
What,
Promote it.
Promote it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just my personal collection I keep in my basement. I try to have a display. I love displays. I make dioramas. Try to tie in visual stuff with the toys so people kind of know what it is. I love displaying stuff. I have sections that are just hodgepodgey stuff that kind of like everybody can look around and see. And then I have stuff that's Transformer section, Lego section, Star Wars section. I have a huge Back to the Future collection, Ghostbusters, big G.I. Joe shelf. They have a Motu section now.
couple pops.
I have some pops, yeah. I kind of got sucked into the pop.
Happens to the best of us.
problem. Yeah, so 2 full shelves full of pops. A lot of Batman. I have Batman Alley. I have Marvel set up by movies. A lot of Batman animated, Batman cartoons, Batman comic stuff. Kind of started my collection with Star Wars originally when I was in college. Had all stuff when I was a kid. Did the dumb college thing and ran out of money and sold all my Star Wars stuff in college.
Boo.
Yeah, bad. Yeah,
That's why you don't
And
go to
so-
college.
Yeah, yeah.
Dumb son
And then,
of a...
yeah,
It's
thanks.
not working.
What's not working? What's it doing?
Oh, nothing.
Okay.
I was trying to make my beep noise.
That was cool. Beep. Yeah. Oh, it's cool. Thanks. Yeah, and so just kind of been collecting ever since, and collect anything that comes out new and cool, and yeah.
Sweet.
So,
now
you
that
guys are
you're
all
rich and
Famous.
No, it's not rich anymore, but I have toys.
But yeah, so if you're anywhere near the Ottumwa, Iowa area, and follow Brandon on Facebook, he normally I'll put a link somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, we'll link to it, but
yeah, get a hold of us.
It'll-
We'll give
in
you
the
his
corner-
personal address and phone number.
he'll be his link will be in the description of the episode. But he
Yes,
normally
definitely.
posts.
I'll open it up. I
when
try
he
to open
can.
it on weekends that I'm off, and people can stop by and say hey. And kids come over. Kids love it. So and yeah,
Cool.
Big kids love it
big
too.
kids love
Yeah.
it. Little kids love it. Yeah, yeah.
Sweet.
Well, thank you so much for being here, man.
Well,
Glad
thanks,
we finally
guys. This
got
was
you
really
on.
Thank you.
awesome. Yeah, that's really
Word.
Well, before we go, just don't want you to forget to stop by our Patreon page. That's patreon.com/cracktasticplastic. We got some fun tiers over there. If you like any of this and you want to support us a little extra, it helps us out a lot. We'd sure appreciate you checking that out.
Word.
Patreon.com/cracktasticplastic. All right, it's time to get out of here. Maybe we'll head over to Brandon's and look at stuff, or
cave.
we'll
Go
Hang out in
do
Brandon's
something.
basement.
Sweet.
Well, anyway, thanks for listening, everybody. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Later.
Doodles.
Thank you for listening to the Cracktastic Plastic Podcast. But not so fast, my foul fiends. Don't forget to follow these fools on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And visit cracktasticplastic.com. I'll be back.